So Prince Charles self-isolating with COVID-19. Pretty ironic because Prince Andrew self-isolating with Jennifer 14. That's all, folks. We'll catch you next time. Oh, we're back again.
So, with the whole Prince Charles thing, if he survives this,
Oh, mate.
there's definitely a
100%, 100%, 100%. That's what I'm thinking.
Like they have to either let him die or just give us the cure.
Yeah, and
To be fair, I don't think the Queen really likes him anyway.
I mean, does anyone? He's not really.
Yeah, he's just a weird one with big ears, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just the one that Diana was riding for a bit. That's all.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Come on, poor game. He's with
Oh, mate, why did he get rid of her for this?
Oh, Camilla Cabello. I mean, she is fit.
Yeah. Diana would have got far.
Was that before or after the accident?
She was hot. I would have had more chance after that.
That's like pretty deep, isn't it? What's happened with her? Because they definitely did kill her off, didn't they?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's just every time something happens, the camera's in that specific place. Just
it's just of all the things.
Yeah, just all the tunnels in all the world, and all the times.
Yeah, because
just that tunnel, the camera's just you know what, day off.
Because I'm not too researched on the actual conspiracy side of it. I know like the facts presented by the media was an incident car crash. She died instantly, pretty much. But I mean, they definitely killed her off, didn't they?
Well, the car just kind of exploded.
Oh, was that it?
I'm pretty sure.
Either way, mate. It's like what we talked about, and then
I think what it was is they think she cheated on Charles, or they accused her of cheating on Charles, but he wanted to get with Camilla anyway.
And what is?
And that's why they accused her in the first place. Then, because there's like a whole thing of her wearing like a really hot black dress, and it was like her revenge dress. It was the first time. It was something. Again, I'm just guessing from what I've seen of bits and bobs. But like, I think what happened was they accused her. Then, either after they split up or just the next time she appeared in public, she was wearing like this really hot dress.
Oh, really?
Just kind of like a fuck you looking hot kind of dress.
She was quite hot, actually.
Oh yeah, 100%. She's really pretty.
Yeah.
Like she looked like a really pretty man.
Yeah, she was like stunning, weren't she?
Alright, shag it out.
Alright, in a minute. But it's like what we spoke about in a previous episode, how like the royal family basically just vampires. Like, you know, like you're either with them or you're fucking against them.
Oh mate, I'm against
them. I don't. There's just no need for
them. If they do kill me, I'd be like, well, I told you so.
Yeah, there's just no need for them, is there?
No. They're just. Everyone's like, yeah, but all the tourist stuff and all the fucking. What are they called?
Monuments?
All the stuff they sell.
Oh, merch.
Like knickknacks and stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say merch, but like not a YouTube.
No, merch is like merchandise.
Buy my merch.
So anyone can.
No, souvenirs is the
word.
Okay,
yeah.
They sell better shit, but like, you can just fuck that with anyone. Like, just fuck the Queen, fuck the royal family. I'll check Diana.
What are you gonna say, Rihanna?
I'll shut.
Rihanna, Diana, all the Annas.
All the Annas.
The one from Frozen, you know, get them all in.
Oh mate, there's real.
Oh, don't. That's disgusting. It's actually vile. It's vile. It's just.
That's the worst thing I've said. I said I would shag Diana's dead body, but saying that if a cartoon character was real, they'd be hot. That's
It is. No, it just is.
Explain to me. How that
so
works?
Basically, like, you know, shagging Diana's dead corpse, no real biggie. she don't know what's happening, so she don't feel pain. But like, Anna from Frozen, like, She's like I don't know. For me, it just represents like a small child. Like, it's a bit noncy.
Nah.
Fair enough, you got me there.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's my
Do
argument.
you reckon
Just
that's what
nah.
Prince Andrew used in court?
No, he couldn't. He can't sweat.
Hey?
That was his excuse.
That he can't swear?
Yeah, because the girl he raped said that he was really sweaty, and he was like, well, actually, during the Falkland War, I lost the ability to sweat.
It's just bullshit though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Fucking Prince Andrew. What a prick. If you're listening, Prince Andrew, I get to call him Prince.
Yeah, I thought you were just gonna say if you're listening.
And Prince, if he's listening, from beyond the
Yeah.
grave. Just go away, we don't want you.
Would you shag his?
Prince? No.
You know what? Yeah, I thought he was part of the 27 Club before he died.
You might be getting him confused with Jimi Hendrix.
I think I was, but I also knew Jimi Hendrix was part of it as well. But like, I guess I just never heard of Prince because like he didn't really do anything after his papers. Like, I never saw him release music in like his later years, unless I was just completely
Yeah, because
to all things Prince.
maybe, because that's like even like Snoop Dogg. He still releases like an album every year, but it's just not really publicized. Do you know?
Yeah, but I still see that.
Yeah, but maybe now you're older, you're following music more. Like when you're young, you're just playing with fucking Lego
Yeah,
and
I suppose
shit.
I just listen to what I get made to listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, I didn't get the luxury of
Oh
Lego.
yeah, no,
You know how expensive Lego is.
yeah,
Dreamed of Lego.
really. I know.
Yeah, if I ever got Lego, it was like off-brand Lego.
Oh, like blocks or something like that.
Yeah, I had Playmobil instead.
Oh, Playmobil is just like it's just the gayest thing you could ever play with as a kid, isn't it?
Ah, no, I think you guys yourself. I like Playmobil.
Nah, because I
When I was a kid.
when I was a kid,
But not now. Not now. Still play with it, what?
It's just now when you play with it, you're just doing like all the conspiracy theories. So they're in like a car and it just explodes. Oh,
No, don't be silly. Play like that.
do you know? I think the saddest thing I ever done was so it was with my wrestling figures, and I'm not saying that's sad. Every kid,
Oh, I fucking love playing.
if you didn't play with wrestling figures, it's seriously you're missing out. That is a part of my character development. But what the sad thing was,
Explains why you're a little
yeah,
bit gay.
100%, just touching little men in no clothes, little underwear. But the gayest thing I probably done with them was I used to like play EastEnders, but with my wrestling figures. But obviously, there's no real action in EastEnders, so I'll just go around and just be,
Yeah,
they'll
there's
just be
not.
having little chats and that. But no, I don't know. It contributed to my storytelling ability, my way to portray characters. So here we.
See, when I played, I did like proper like adventure, or like they had to have fights or something. Not having a cup of tea.
Ian's losing his job. What are we gonna do about it?
Yeah,
And then Ian comes in. It's just Triple H.
yeah, fucking. You see, Tom Hardy's fired from
Bob Marley, yeah.
Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Oh,
Jeff Hardy's fired from the Vic.
he done a swanton off the roof.
I'm just imagining like Pat Butcher swantoning someone off the.
Oh no, it was a bit racist. So do you remember Mark Henry?
Fucking the strongest man
Yeah,
in the world.
obviously the world's strongest man. He was Patrick. So it'd just be Mark Henry going around
Well, I
like,
mean-
yeah, man.
Well, that's how we talk anyway.
I know, it's brilliant.
But no, it's just good casting. Well done,
I mean, yeah, who else was going to play Patrick? Bloody John Cena? No, that was Phil Mitchell.
It's just see, I'm imagining it the reverse way around, like the EastEnders characters being wrestlers. Just like fucking Peggy Mitchell walks in, you just hear Dun, 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 dun. What? Dun, 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 dun.
Or when Dot appears, it's just like the Undertaker gong, like
Yeah, yeah,
dong.
yeah.
And like you just see
It just all goes black and she just
with a fag in
appears,
her mouth.
making her eyes roll back.
And she's like, instead of like rest in peace, it's like, oh, I say.
Just tombstone pile drivers, fucking Billy Mitchell.
So I think it's perfect time for you to go on to that thing that you was going to go on to naturally.
Oh no, that was the Prince Charles
Oh,
one.
fuck us then.
Yeah. See, look, by mentioning that, you just killed this conversation. Get dead. We was talking about wrestling and the extended characters being wrestlers. We're gonna expand upon that. They'll have like you see wrestling. There was WWE, then there's ECW.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Coronation Street is ECW. What was it? Was it like? Was there another one called like
TNA, that's
Yeah, what was
Hollyoaks, the
TNA?
shit one.
Yeah, yeah, Hollyoaks. Fucking just one of them, just Samoa Joe.
Brilliant. I remember in primary
Fucking.
school I got called him, and I didn't know who he was at first.
Oh, that's
Because obviously I was a
jokes.
short, brown, fat kid with like, and at that time I had like the same hairstyle as him,
Oh,
and everyone's
mate.
like,
Oh, that's a
every,
joke. You're called Samoa
yeah, and
Joe.
everyone's like, oh, you're right, Samoa Joe, and I was like, who the fuck is Samoa Joe? I thought,
Oh, mate, I'm just gonna call you that from now on. Thanks for that.
nothing but quality gold, ain't I?
Mom's gonna be like, "Oh, where are you up to?" "Oh, I'm just going to hang out with Samoa Joe."
Just go hang out with.
Just show her a picture of Samoa Joe. She's like, "You genuine?" Yeah, dude.
I reckon we could fool your mum saying that Samoa Joe is my dad.
Oh,
100%. Let's see how many people we can do that with. I'll be like, yeah, yeah.
mate, we could. How would you have found out?
Hmm?
How would you have
No,
found
I'll
out?
just say like,
Because you can't just bring it up now, as in like, "Oh, I just never wanted to say." Because if your dad's Samoa Joe, you want to tell people your dad's Samoa
no,
Joe.
because I'll still say, oh, my dad's a prick and he still left me. And I just never forgave him. But he is like,
But he is a Samoa Joe.
it's Samoa Joe. Oh,
Oh, you remember? We'll fucking next time we go spoons. We'll, you see that fucking YouTuber Cavos that we met?
I don't remember.
We'll tell him that your dad's Samoa Joe.
Yeah. What did we tell him last time? Oh, guess where I'm from.
He just guessed where your dad.
Oh, anyone listening, guess where my dad's from? And by the way, it's not Samoan Islands.
It's Jimmy Samoa.
Yeah, but isn't it classed under the Samoan Islands? Or is it just one? Is it
Samoa. I don't think there's the Samoa Islands.
just?
I think Samoa is maybe a chain of islands or just.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Because it's
Next on Geography Talk, we talk about the Marshall Islands.
where's that?
Oh, if you think about
Well,
it,
it's
we're all just in the sea.
we are at one.
We all like the Earth. We all live a big island. Well, we're in the UK. We're literally an island. But like, the whole world's just an island.
Island's an island. That's a part of our island.
Yeah, no, it's annoying that it's not spelt as island spelt. It's spelled like Ireland, not Island.
It's land. I was watching. Have you ever seen like the history of everything? I guess. Oh, so it's like a funny video. He kind of like he explain.
Oh yeah, I think
He
I have
explains
actually.
everything that's ever happened in like 20 minutes. Been like a funny kind of meme format.
Yeah, there's like it's like in word art.
Yeah, and like at one point he's like, oh, and then they discovered Greenland and Iceland and named them accordingly.
And I've seen like the World War II one, and he's like, and they say to Hitler, "Don't invade Poland," and he's, "How about I do anyway?"
And it's like, oh, and then Britain, France, they were going to tell Hitler that killing the Jews were wrong, but he killed himself before they had the chance. And like with the slavery bit, it's like America decided slavery was wrong. South Africa still needed a while.
I was a sort of thing, and it was like however many mind blowing facts, and it's like there's more slaves in the world than there ever has been.
Yeah, it's bad that.
Where's that going on?
Not here.
I'm missing out.
Because you got to remember, like, Don't. You gotta remember, like, only a select percentage of the world is kind of moving forward with the future. Like, a good 70% of the world is still heavily stuck in, like, the 17th century.
Yeah, wait till I get in.
What are you on about? I'm always getting bloody messages from people saying there's Somali prince in that. What?
What? No, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said I'm always getting messages from people saying there's a Somali prince in that and they want to give me money.
Oh yeah, I got that. I'm still waiting back.
Oh, so I actually know someone who fell for it. Like, so he told me, right, and I was trying not to laugh because I was like, how fucking dumb are you? How fucking dumb are you? And he weren't young, like, he
Yeah.
was.
Jamie, don't worry. That's the correct response when someone tells you this.
I know, but I didn't really know him well enough to say that. And he was telling me, like, so he was about 17, 18, like, so you're smart enough to know, and surely you know the scam from, like, hearsay anyway.
Just pop
Yeah, and he kind of went, yeah, so this guy is saying that he's like, he was a Nigerian prince, but he weren't like in line to
on.
the,
It's like the classic
yeah,
one
and
as
he's like,
well.
he weren't in line to the throne, like that in line. And he said, like, all he needs to do basically, because he's trying to get out of his royal family, he wants to give me all of his money and asset, which is 5 grand. He wants to put it in my account, and then once it's in my account, I'll transfer it back over to him, and he'll give me some more. Like he'll let me keep some of it. And I thought, why not? Yeah, like Peter and Judith. We thought, well, why not? Hum. And and yeah, basically, like he actually did get 5 grand in his account for like a day. So he was like, oh, this is all kosher. Next day he wakes up minus 25 grand.
What?
Mm, or
How
or
does
something
that?
like that. Well, he obviously claimed that it was a scam. I think that he got
Yeah.
kind of he had to pay some of it back, but I think they kind of took into consideration like, okay, this kid's fucking retarded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and that's not saying like, oh yeah, no, he's just retarded. He's a special kind of stupid.
Just don't give people fucking numbers on your card.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just as a rule of thumb, anyway. Don't give it to anyone.
Who on the internet can you trust? No one.
Well, when I was about 13, there was this guy called he was called Chicken Nugget 12, and I could trust him. I just sent him a few nudes for. He was doing like a college degree in like kids,
For art, yeah,
like
photography, all right.
pediatrician sort
Oh,
of thing. So he just needed some like pictures of me naked, so
to study it.
for his college thing. So yeah, I trust him.
Did you ever go meet up with him in the
I
end?
mean, no, he stopped talking to me, so I just assumed it really helped him out. Because he said he finished.
Good.
He said, "Thank you, that helped me finish." So I guess he finished his course and on his way.
All right, yeah, we can't go anywhere from there, can we? Yeah. That's top the episode. That's top the series. That's top the podcast. Hope you've enjoyed. Have a good life. We'll see you soon, or not.